So Paul Graham has a playbook for building great startups. We're going to break it down.
So how do you avoid that fatal mistake? Build something people actually want.
This playbook is all about his core lessons on startups, tech, and thinking differently. Okay, first up, the founder's mindset. Graham says successful founders just think differently. And he has this really powerful metaphor for what the ideal founder looks like. He calls them an animal. It's about this deep, obsessive drive to solve a problem. That's why he thinks technical founders are so crucial. They just get the software. All right, you've got the mindset. Now where do you point it? It's all about the right opportunity. So instead of chasing huge markets, he says to look for small, emerging ones. The whole strategy? Start small, completely own that niche, and then expand with it. Just think about Apple. Back in '76, personal computers were a tiny, larval market.
This right here, it's Y Combinator's motto, and it is the absolute core of everything. See, you can't just guess what people want, you have to discover it, iterate constantly.
So that means launching early and being insanely responsive to your first customers. So you have a product people want. Now, how do you take on the market? Well, his big argument is that starting cheap and simple is the most powerful strategy. These cheap products just keep adding features, eventually pushing the expensive ones out. So this whole approach, it's a totally fundamental shift in how businesses get built. We've basically moved from slow corporations to this network of small, super fast units. And these small, focused teams can just run circles around big, slow companies. Yeah, it's a way to create wealth by building something people will genuinely love. And Graham really believes the harder path is the right one. It just forces you past laziness. Because the biggest ideas, yeah, they're terrifying, but they're also the ones that change everything.